The Garage 56 entry for this year is the Nissan ZEOD, the ZEOD standing for Zero Emissions on Demand. And the car is yet to set a time or go out on the Le Mans circuit so far, but we are hanging by and waiting for Wolfgang Reip, who has been brought in to test the car today, because two of the drivers that will be taking this car around Le Mans are actually in Japan this weekend racing in the Super GT. So we have a special test driver. And the car has done a lot of testing, but not around the La Sarthe circuit. So this is a historical occasion, and we're just waiting for the car to hit the circuit. Taking their time to make sure that everything is correct. The car is able to do about 12 laps as a stint. It has a 1.5 litre petrol-powered engine, which is a straight cylinder 3 transverse across the car, connected to the gearbox, and then the EV unit behind that. And it does look like a beautiful piece of kit. The engine produces about 400 horsepower. And the idea is that the battery charge will take about 8 laps to charge, and therefore they will then be able to do a full lap. That's the aim, to do a full lap of the circuit under electric power alone. The car weighs just over 700 kilos, but all the weight, of course, on the back end of the car, so they're easily able to lift up the front of the car. And a very exciting moment here for Nissan and for Le Mans itself, for this Garage 56 entry for this year to hit the circuit. Now, part of the prerequisite for Nissan entering this car into 2014 was that in 2015 they would have to have a LMP1 entry, and we know that that's the case, and so this is designed very much with the LMP1 regulations in mind. So to recharge the battery, that is done by kinetic energy and braking alone. The brake balance in normal spec, 35% to the front, 65% to the rear, but when it's in fully charging mode, it's 100% braking on the rear tyres alone, no braking on the front of the car, and that makes it a big challenge for the driver. Now, in Formula One, they have a fly-by-wire system, but in this particular car, as in all the LMP1 cars, there is no fly-by-wire to control the difference in the brake bias, and that's therefore a real challenge for the driver to make sure they keep the car on circuit when that balance is changing all the way through. As with the Delta Wing before, we have very skinny tyres on the front and wider tyres at the rear. But it must be stressed that whilst this is powered by Nissan, there's no relation between this car and the Delta Wing that raced here last year. So the engine fires up then, the 3-cylinder 1.5 litre. By the way, that engine only weighs 48 kilograms, very, very light indeed, and all over the rear axle. All the systems inside the car being checked. And then Wolfgang will be able to go out and do his first lap around the Cirque de la Sarthe in this Nissan ZEOD RC. Cooling all done through the vents over the rear wheels, radiators on both sides just behind the rear wheels, obviously no radiators at the front or in the side pods either, and that's to cool not only the engine but also the batteries that are incredibly, incredibly warm. So a historical moment here at Le Mans as we await the Nissan heading out on circuit. Still waiting to see if the car will go out. Now we do have a red light at the end of the pit lane and safety car boards, whether that is a rehearsal, whether we do have a problem on circuit, it may be limiting the start of this ZEOD RC run.